Hello and welcome back to our this time's topic. And it will be a little bit different because most of you don't know, since we are always talking about residential homes, that Vishal has quite a lot of experience in hotel redesigning.
Yeah.
So this topic today is Science Your Hotel Needs to Be Redesigned.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Fire away.
Let's see. So, it's again the first few questions are answer fast and instinctively. Let's see. Hotels or beautiful hotel or well-functioning hotel?
What I'm
Question.
answering.
One or the other. Beautiful hotel or well-functioning hotel?
Um, Both. Can I? Okay. Okay. Well-functioned hotel.
Can bad design hurt hotel revenue? Yes or no?
Absolutely does.
Do guests notice design more than owners think?
Yes, they do.
Is location more important than the building itself?
Location is important. Yeah.
More important than the location itself. The building
E-
itself, sorry. The location is more important than the building itself. So location over building.
Mm, Look, without understanding you need it, you can't have the location. The building needs to work. I'm lost.
Can the building basically make it up for the location?
No.
Okay.
No.
So location over building then. Can a hotel feel outdated even if it's well maintained?
Yes.
Is guest flow more important than interior style?
Yes.
Can a hotel redesign increase profitability without adding rooms?
Uh, yes, it can.
Thing. So, myth or truth?
Okay.
If a hotel is clean and well maintained, redesign is unnecessary.
Myth.
Guest complaints usually come from service, not the building.
Myth.
A hotel redesign is mainly about aesthetics.
Myth.
Operational inefficiencies are usually a management issue.
True.
Okay, I have a question about it.
Hmm.
Because like operation in efficiencies, I think as well, like when a cleaning lady has not on the floor a cleaning room where she can put all the things and she has to run up and down all the things, that it's not a management problem.
Yes, if you break it down into that particular scenario, then yes. But yes, but as an overall management, that's the reason I gave you that
Okay.
answer is true. But yeah, if you break it down into a particular scenario, then yes, it can be saying, oh, it's myth as well.
Okay.
Overall, I
Um,
needed to pick one.
that's true. It was not an offense. It was just like a question because I had this in my mind.
Yeah. Okay. No worries.
If occupancy drops, marketing is the main problem.
Myth.
Okay. So now we have the 60-second challenge.
Yeah.
How
Go.
can building this? Oh, let me get my timer. That how can building design influence hotel performance?
Okay. Already can design in. Ask me the question again.
How can building design influence hotel performance?
Okay. Um, in hotel, how I so all the project when we worked in is we analyze that number of people coming in at a particular time, if they have a group bookings or the people coming in individually and people coming in the number of luggage. Okay, so when they all come in. Where are they storing all of those things at the same time? So imagine if a group of 20 people comes in and suddenly two couple walks in, they're gonna feel quite overwhelmed because so many people standing in that one space. So how do you break out that space for people to check in and check out and
Mhm.
having a group in place? So that function is the one. Did you get
Okay.
an answer with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I would say that's okay. What are the first signs a hotel layout is no longer working?
Um, Hotel is no longer working. I would say when your guests are checking in, okay, and you have your rooms are not ready and they are standing with their luggage all around and they're not able to, and other people walking in are not able to move around because lots of luggage and people waiting because the room is not ready. At that time, you need to start thinking, saying, what's going on? Is it a timing issue? Is the rooms not ready? Is a management issue? Or is the layout which we are in is not working?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do some hotels feel intuitive to guests while others feel confusing?
Hmm.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I think it's an easy layout, and I think I walked in lots of hotels. When you check in, they'll tell you the direction that you need to go in. Like,
Hmm.
go from here, end of corridor, turn right, take a staircase, go up, and I go like, my brain
I
cannot,
have this too.
after a 3 hours of drive, okay, or coming from a flight or something, my brain cannot process that information.
Yeah.
That where do I need to go? And usually you get lost. And I'm sure that other people suffer with the same thing as well. So having a proper layout or guiding through needs to be done, and that's all part of the design. Yeah. So if a hotel has been designed from scratch, those things are being adapted into it. Okay. But if a building has been converted from a commercial into a hotel or is have some multi different uses, okay, those things are not being considered at in the beginning. That's the reason you have all of these problems. So it's a design issue.
I remember a hotel in France. They had a lot of extensions. So
Yeah.
that was a nightmare to go there. Like I was lost,
Yeah.
completely lost. You go down, then you have to go up around the corner in a new building, up and down again to like over
Yeah. Yeah.
internal
No,
bridges, whatever.
lots of hotels project we have done where it was a small, you know, 100-bed hotel, and we put an extension for a 50-bed. Then we got a planning permission to extend for another bits there and there. But because of the location and the topography of the site, there are lots of levels. Okay, one hotel I remember was in Crystal Palace. Okay, from the front of the hotel, if you look at it, it's a five-story building, but actually at the back it goes five-story down. So total level is 10 levels, but from the front elevation you can only see five, but it's
Oh,
actually a 10-story building. Okay, and levels were all over the place. Yeah, but that is being the original hotel was built for a smaller, then it was extended at the back, then it's gone in the basement. It's got a big function hall into it. Through the function hall, they got a few more things. So because the hotel expanded over the years, but at some point it just needed a redesign to think that, actually bring everything together and do the whole reconfiguration, which we did manage to do.
amazing. Um, what makes a hotel future-proof?
Ooh. I don't think anything can be future proof. I think every project we should always have a mind that a use of an adaptive reuse, that if this market does for any reason collapses in the future, there's no tourist or whatever, like what we have seen during the COVID time, that hotel occupancy was zero because nobody was moving around, and the hotel suddenly got used for different purpose for the homeless people and things. So suddenly people started living in those hotels which are not guest, and they are living as the resident.
Mm.
Okay. So yes, that use was to a certain extent was similar to hotel, but you should always have a flexibility, okay, that it can be used for different purposes later on. So just to give you an example, saying a floor to ceiling height, if you're looking, okay, for a standard hotel, you should be looking about 2.4, 2.5. But if you can have the ceiling a little bit higher and put some suspended ceiling or do something there, if that space needs to be used for argument's sake, as like a warehouse in the 50 years from now, you should have enough space in there. So, give an example, in Manchester, there are lots of mill buildings. The height is very, very low. But yes, okay. I think you go what I mean.
The 1 minute is over.
1 minute's over. Okay,
Perfect.
fine.
What should hotel owners evaluate before deciding on refurbishment or redesign?
Okay. If their occupancy is going quite high, okay, so there's where they are crying out for more rooms quite regularly. Okay, so that means they are in a good location. The hotel is in demand. Okay, so that time they should be thinking to add more rooms to the hotel to extend it or do something.
Okay. When you walk into a hotel lobby, what do you notice first?
Oh, um, a space where you can before you want to check in. Okay, I'm just telling you as a personal experience. So before you check in and you come up from wherever, you sit down for somewhere for 5 minutes. That is, I need that space. Yeah.
Okay. What design mistake immediately tells you a hotel is struggling operationally?
Um, when you have to ring a doorbell for somebody to come and open the door, and they are actually working in a basement or into a loft, and they're watching you from a camera saying somebody came to the door, and you're literally standing there with your luggage.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, I never had this, but yeah, I can imagine this is a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the most common layout problem in hotels you visit?
Mm, accessibility.
Hmm.
Okay. They are not wheelchair friendly. They actually not even friendly for people with luggage. Okay, that you got a big staircase going up and things, and it just needs to be adaptive. The hotel needs to adapt a little bit more to cater the guests for with their luggage and other things.
Okay. What part of the hotel is most often underestimated during design?
Um, Staff rooms.
Interesting. We didn't had the restaurant area so far,
Uh,
which I think, like for my personal experience, that can be right annoying if it's not designed well. It's way too loud.
Yeah, yes, we did not talk because lots of the projects that we have actually done was in London.
Hmm.
Okay, and the hotels do not have, or some of them do. Not every hotel's got a restaurant on in the premises as well. But
Good.
the hotels which we have done up north, most of them do have a restaurant space as well. But that usually get uh, outsourced or catered to a different company, so they come and do their own stuff how they want to do it. So the space has been designed for them. Okay, this restaurant needs to go there, but the internal fit out and the flow of the people, what we see it architecturally into a hotel, somebody else take that package and do their own design that how they want to fit out the entire
Okay,
restaurant.
I see. What small design improvement can have the biggest operational impact?
Uh, Size of the rooms needs to be spacious. Okay, ensuite rooms, they are most of them are, and plenty of storage space into the room.
Okay. I think this is okay. Just asking. I think we have this already, but maybe it's just good to point it out. What is something hotel owners often overlook about design?
Ooh. Luggage room and the reception.
Okay. Um, okay. I think we have this already. You answered it already so good, so it's I don't have to go into that. What early warning signs should hotel owners watch before performance starts declining?
I think we covered that one.
Hmm?
Did we not cover that?
Yeah, but maybe is there another one?
Oh, um, yeah, when your guests start leaving a really bad review on your website.
Okay.
Yeah. So rather than ignoring them, just look what actually the concern they are having. Okay. If the concern is regarding only the cleaning and everything else, okay, which I would say most of the time usually are, okay, or are there any major issues what they have actually pointed out to? So.
Mhm. How can hotel owners evaluate whether their building is helping or limiting their business?
mm, I think look at your books, that how the, how the hotel is operating, and if as I said, if the hotel is in a good area and good demand space, and you do have more space into the loft or the back or whatever, where you can extend more and get some more rooms, why not?
But when is basically a good when you have a look at in your books and you think, okay, it's somehow not working, and what is basically a reason for them to see, okay, an extension might be the solution for our problem?
Is when your occupancy, as I said, when your occupancy is high, but you're not able to cater and you seeing that you are getting more bookings, but you're not able to fulfill those. So
Okay.
that means there's demand in your area and for what you are offering. Okay, that's the time you should be thinking, can we get some more rooms from other places?
Okay. At what point should owners start considering a strategic redesign rather than an incremental refurbishment?
That's always a tough one because they want to keep the hotel in operation because they don't want to shut it down and do the whole work. Okay, so it's always tricky, but what was the question again? Let me just don't
At what
divert from the
point should
question.
owners start considering a strategic redesign rather than an incremental refurbishment?
Yeah, okay.
Well, obviously, when COVID hits.
Yeah, at that time, yeah. Uh, but I would say see where you want to go, do a master plan that you know how you want that to look like in the future. Okay. And then you phase it out, saying which phases would you will be doing it first, rather than just thinking, I need more room, so let's just add more room. Okay, now I need this, let's add this. I need a bigger staff room or something, let's just stick it there. And then last, okay, now you got more guests coming in. Where do I go? Let's look at the reception. But if you look at the bigger picture and you do your design properly, how what the end result will look like in maybe 2 or 3 years from now, and then you go like, for us to get there, first what we need to do is to work on the reception area.
Hmm.
Okay, so to making sure when you start increasing your number of guests coming in, that's where they're going to come.
Yeah,
What you don't want to do is to start from the back, extend the rooms, and the guest coming in leaving you a bad review. So you've done all the hard work, and now you left with bad
yeah.
reviews. Yeah,
Interesting. Okay. Well, this was really that was a different angle
it was.
that we
Yeah,
had today. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm looking forward for our next topic that we have then next week.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.